The next 5 videos are the last in the series of technical clips that I've pulled out of project videos. And again, they're all clearly marked so you know which video to reference back to get the entire project. I called this video Understanding Cold Chisels because I believe that the cold chisel in all of its forms is probably the most misunderstood and underrated tool in use today. The whole concept that you can use a chisel to carve metal the same way that you carve wood is really a crazy idea to a lot of people. So in this video I really try to give you a good understanding of how to go about that. Measuring without the numbers is really just a brief introduction to some of the other undervalued and misunderstood tools found in the blacksmith shop. In this video I'm just going over some of the basic geometry that might have slipped by you the first time. In this video, obviously, I'm giving you some examples of how to estimate bar stock, but more importantly, I'm laying out a way of working and keeping track of what you're doing so that if you need to make multiples of something, you can approach that and have them all turn out the same. If you only plan on watching one of my videos, make sure that this is the one you watch. There are a lot of health hazards associated with burning paints and other coatings that are typically found on metals, so be sure you watch this video and you have a good working knowledge of what to look out for. In the next 4 videos, I'm covering the basics of how to lay out patterns in the shop. In each video, I'm just going over the basic concepts that you need to understand in order to be able to approach the different problems that I've laid out. They're not finished patterns. They're not meant to be used in the shop. They don't include any seam allowances or other things that you need to have a working pattern. They're just an exercise to get through the basic concepts that you need to understand to be able to do the work. In each video, the problems get slightly more complicated, and you're building on the knowledge that you've gained in the previous videos to be able to understand the work that I'm doing. The final video describes how to change the scale of a given drawing by simply comparing the proportions within that drawing. It's kind of a two-dimensional application for the method that sculptors use to lay out their work. Hammer handles is another discussion about an aspect of blacksmithing that I feel has been overlooked and misunderstood. This is the first in the series of 4 videos that describes how I went about re-welding and resurfacing my anvil. This first video describes basically how I shape the surface of my anvil and the contours that I use when I'm forging. The second video describes the process that I use to actually re-weld the face. This video is basically just to answer a lot of questions I was getting about how I was ruining my anvil, because I was re-welding it and I wasn't going to be able to retemper and restore the hardened face. And this video just gives you the final tour of the finished anvil face and how I plan to use all the different edges on it. I'm not telling anybody to go ahead and do this to their anvil. It is a pretty big commitment, and I thought about it for a number of years before I actually went ahead and did it. All I'm trying to do is describe to the best of my abilities the way that I work, and just to give you some ideas of things to consider while you're setting up your own shop. This is just a quick tour of some of the tongs that I have on my rack and how they're used. This video describes how to go about making a usable pair of tongs when you have no experience and very little equipment. All you really need is a hammer and something to hammer on. Hi, I'm Dennis and thanks for watching. If you like this video, by all means give it a thumbs up. If you want to support this channel, you have a couple of options to do that. The first, of course, is to just subscribe. Secondly, if you have any suggestions or photographs of things you'd like to see on this channel, send them along and I'll do my best to turn them into a video. If you want to lend your financial support, you can do that in a couple of ways. First, if you're interested in making an ongoing contribution to this channel, just click the Patreon icon and it'll take you to my Patreon page and you can donate whatever amount you feel comfortable with. If you want to make a one-time contribution, just go to my channel homepage and click the donate button in the banner. So thank you for your support, and with your help I'll be doing this for some time to come. I'll see you next time.